Hi there. Today I want to talk about goal-oriented mindful eating. Food is such a stumbling block for so many people, and it's tough because that is where a lot of your results are going to come from if you're talking about weight loss or weight maintenance. Um, I always say that food is fuel. And that's all well and good, but food is so many other things. We are not cars where, you have your choice of three different types of fuel, you put it in, the car goes. We have a choice of thousands of different foods, and we have a whole bunch of different reasons for eating. Um, Food is comfort, it is memories, it's social, use food to celebrate. It's emotional because sometimes you use food to numb pain or, we talk about eating our feelings. That happens and it's very common. So if that's you, don't feel like you're alone. But what I want to start to do is to help kind of reframe our thinking about food and apply the goal setting mindful framework that we use for setting goals for working out to the eating part of it. So, I encourage you to set goals that are not necessarily scale related. So maybe by the end of the month, you can do 25 on your toes push ups, or a certain pair of pants fits better, or you make sure that you're hitting 5 or 6 workouts every single week without fail. But the goal for eating, obviously everybody needs to eat to survive. So that's the ultimate goal. But there's another goal that you can set above that, that can help direct your choices with food. And so some of the examples that I want to give you are, for example, your bigger eating goal could be weight loss. Maybe that's where you're at. Maybe that's what you need. Maybe it's weight maintenance. Maybe it is to avoid heart disease. And so you want to set your eating intention so that you're going to choose foods that will help prevent heart disease. Maybe you want to increase lean muscle mass. That's one of mine that is I frequently have. And these goals can change over time. So maybe at first it's weight loss, then you get to weight maintenance, and then you start to look beyond that. One that is on my mind right now is eating for energy and endurance. And so I want my daily energy to be really high, and I want to use food to be able to do that. And I want endurance because I'm training for several endurance events. So I want your exercise right now is to set that bigger intention. What is your purpose for eating food other than staying alive? What is your goal? Is it to lose weight? Is it to put on muscle? Is it, whatever it is. And so set that as your goal. That's step one. That is your fueling goal. Step two is going to bring in the mindfulness component of it. And the first part of this is without judgment. Okay, so every time you eat or drink something, your brain clicks on and says, why? Why am I eating this? Why am I drinking this? And again, you're doing it without judgment at first. You're just answering the question. So, maybe you're having a shake. Why am I having this? Because it's on my meal plan, because I know it's going to fuel me well, and it's my breakfast. Done. Why? But sometimes other things pop up. So maybe it's 3 o'clock and you're headed for the candy bowl at work. And before you eat it, I'm not telling you to change your behavior at this point, but before you eat it, think about, why am I eating this? Because I have an energy slump at 3 p.m., because I'm hungry, because I didn't pack a snack, because I am bored at work and I want a distraction for a few minutes. So whatever that reason is, you just need to click your brain on for a second before you eat or drink something and say, why? Why am I eating this? What's the reason behind it? And again, you're not necessarily changing your behavior at this point. So, maybe you're eating something because you are out at a bar with friends and you're just celebrating. You're having fun. This is your dinner. There's all kinds of different reasons why. So, I want you to focus on doing that for 1 week at first. Just every time you go to eat or drink something, ask yourself why, and then I want you to focus every day on your bigger goal. Step three is going to be asking a second question. It's going to be asking, does the reason why align with that bigger goal? So let's say you set your goal as, I want to prevent heart disease, but you're out at a bar and you are celebrating with friends and you order a plate of nachos. I like nachos, But when I stop and think about why am I eating this, well, maybe it's because I'm hungry, maybe it's dinner, but it's also because I'm kind of in this social environment and I want to celebrate and have fun and hang out with my friends, so I'm going to eat these. And then you have to ask yourself, does that align with my bigger goal of preventing heart disease? And ultimately, what you want is alignment between those two things. So your answer to that should be yes. And in the case of the nachos that I just gave you, the answer is no there. So that's where we're going to start to change behavior, but it starts in your brain first. So one example that just happened for me is that I've got this bigger goal of eating for energy and eating for endurance, and we are headed out the door, rush, I'm hungry, so that's going to be one of my reasons why I'm eating something. But the thing that I grab is whatever's out, and it happens to be goldfish crackers that my son is eating. So I'm grabbing a handful of those as we run out the door. The reason why I'm eating that is because I am hungry, and because it's convenient, and because it's there. And they're good too, right? But when I ask myself, does that align with my bigger goal of eating for endurance and sustained energy? The answer there is no. And so what I need to do is kind of back up a few steps and either plan better, make sure that I don't let myself get that hungry, or have snacks at the ready that are going to promote my goal of sustained energy. So instead of those goldfish crackers, maybe I could have something like an apple and some peanut butter as we run out the door. Just as easy, but well, maybe not just as easy. Maybe it takes a little bit of extra planning, but that's where the behavior change starts to come in. So this is kind of new, so I would love feedback on what you think about this. And what I'm asking you to do for this next week, going into Monday, is to come up with your bigger why goal for your eating, and then start to ask yourself every time you have something, why am I eating this? Okay? Let me know what your thoughts are. I love feedback. If you think this is stupid and you don't like it, I want to know that. If you have other thoughts about what might help you do a little bit better, staying on track and eating well and making good choices, let me know that as well. All right. Enjoy your week. I guess finish out your weekend and then enjoy your week, and I will talk to you guys soon.